The beautiful city of Parma, home to Parma AC, a club winning Europa Leagues, Italian Cups and dominating 90s Italian football with some absolute legendary players in there such as Fabio Cannavaro, Hernan Crespo, Nakata and even a young Gianluigi Buffon. The Parma fans have been loyal to the club throughout, but have sadly undergone turmoil with bankruptcies in 2004 and 2015. As you can see, they have had a rough patch, but Parma, now in Serie B, are looking to get back to the top, and there is one man to take them back to glory. Welcome to the Parma rebuild. What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new FM23 save. Today is the start of our Parma save. It is a fallen giant getting Parma back to the top of Italian football. An iconic side in the 90s, winning multiple Europa Leagues, multiple Italian Cups, and just being an iconic team. Hernan Crespo, Nakata, Buffon, Fabio Cannavaro. There is so many players that have come through this Parma side, and sadly now Parma are a Serie B side. On FM23, I think they're a really good side to rebuild. As a fallen giant, they're a little bit strapped for cash. It is certainly a tough challenge, but one I hope we are up to. If you are looking to follow along with this save, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. As I record this, there is an FM23 giveaway going along to get to 500 subscribers. So make sure to head down to the tweet in the description below. Hit that subscribe button. There is not many places left. Literally 11 places left. So make sure to head down there and do that. But that is enough promo. It is time for the Parma save to start. And here we are. I've loaded it up. The save is all loaded. We have disabled the first transfer window to keep it as realistic as possible, because I've got the January updated stats all in. So all new players, everything like that, all from the Sorted Out SI pack. So that is all down there as well and all done. And Parma Calcio 1913, welcome Kemp to the side. It's a tough challenge. Look, this team has been bankrupt multiple times. They've had real tough times. The last sort of 15, 20 years, dating back to 2005. And the most recent in 2015, I believe it was. But this is the team that it says to start out in. It's a 4-2-3-1. Lots of players in on loan. Lots of players out on loan as well. A lot of players out on loan. In fact, it is certainly a club which is good to rebuild. Sign players under the age of 23 and develop players using the club's youth system. It's almost like they know what exactly I want to do. They want me to work within the wage budget and to increase our commercial revenue and finish in the top 3 places of the Serie B this season, and also be competitive in the Coppa Italia. The end of next season, they want promotion to the Serie A, but we will be there by the end of this year, I am sure. The fans even want promotion to Serie A right now. They want us to get better than Regina if we play against them, and be competitive against Bologna if we play against them as well. All of this induction stuff I don't really need. We will do a press conference, we'll do an intra-squad friendly, and we'll arrange a meeting with the backroom staff every 2 weeks. Without further ado, let me set up the save and I'll bring you guys back when we get to the tactics screen. Just a very quick one from me as well, guys. Like I said at the start of the video, there is a giveaway currently going on where you can win a copy of FM23. So make sure to head down to the tweet in the description. All you've got to do is be subscribed to the channel and also retweet that tweet. And as soon as that is all done, you are entering the giveaway. I'll do a wheel generator when it's all done, and we'll get that done as well. And another very exciting thing for me, I'm now partnered with Fanaticals. There is a link down in the description below where you can purchase any game you can think of on there. And if you use my link, it helps me out massively as well. So make sure to head down there. If you want FM23, go ahead and pick it up if you want to follow along with this save. And also, today is the day that Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy comes out as well. So you can head down there and purchase that using my link. It helps me out so much. So thank you guys. But let's get into this Parma side. There is something very special about loading up a save for the first time, especially when you are starting to create content as well. This is obviously the second save I've ever really done on YouTube, and it feels like a nostalgic time as well. The Wrexham save was so fun and so good, so it's weird to see us back starting again from the very bottom. And what we're going to do first of all is make a tactic, and then we'll go through the squad. I think what I want to do is play a 5-back. I don't often play a 5-back, but in Italy I feel like it's the rules. The way my head goes, I've watched the Dr. Benji's Glory Hunters years gone by, And my favourite ever time of that save was the Inter Milan going Italian. Last 15 minutes, 3 ball winners in midfield, 5 at the back, 2 up top, pump it long and survive. And I've done saves in Italy with some of my friends off of YouTube, and I've used that many times. The 5 back going Italian, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to just set up a create your own style for now, and it'll be in a 5-2-3. It's not going to be the DM version. We are going to push these up. We're not going to go that ratty. We're going to have the 2 centre mids rather than the DMs. But this gives us a chance now to have a look at the side. And if we sort this by potential ability, there is a man in this side who is very, very good. Adrian Benabe, a man of the Manchester City and Barcelona little link up. He has now joined Parma. And he looks unbelievable. 21 years of age. We are going to be using as a vocal point in our centre midfield role. You know, something I look for always is they consistent? Yes, this man is. He hasn't got any player traits just yet. But at 21 years of age, I'm sure we can teach some of them into him. He could go in to that Joe Bellingham role, the centre mid on attack. He could be a box-to-box as well. He has got all the stats. He is so well-rounded. So he is going to be a very, very good player for us. Batond Balog as well, a Hungarian centre-half. He looks rather good indeed as well. 14 jump and reach, 13 heading, 13 marking and 14 tackling. 15 determination, and is 6'2" at 20 years of age. There's nothing there about that, you know, no consistency, doesn't like big matches. There's nothing there for him, which is good. Enrico Del Prato, this Italian names is going to be fun to pronounce. We're going to be having wing backs on attack either side, so he can cross, he can dribble, he's got a good first touch, and he's quick enough as well. So he looks like someone that could also get some game time. An 18-year-old centre-back now, Alessandro Cerati from Australia. He looks quite good as well. Probably someone we'll look to loan out and maybe be a bit part player this year. He's from Perth. An 18-year-old, apparently dating back to 2014, which would have made him 10 years old. So I don't think he's been on FM since then. Benediak as well, a striker, pressing forward on attack. Not the greatest composure or pace, but he is 6'3" and a big man himself. If we saw this by ability, we've got the man Gianluigi Buffon. What a man to be in goal. You wouldn't want anyone else. Obviously now 44 years of age. He's not a young pup by any means necessary. But 20 determination, 16 eccentricity, 20 communication, 20 command of the area, 20 natural fitness, and his 1-on-1s even are 13 still as well. I think he's going to be absolutely fine for us for this season. He might retire at the end of it. I really hope he doesn't, because I love Gianluigi Buffon. I think it's such a good story as well, how he started out at Parma, eventually moved in 2001, but did so well over in Parma, eventually comes back this season and last season, and I'm going to make him our star man. Dennis Mann, is going to be our right winger, inverted winger on support. I have done a little bit of research into the side. We've got a right winger, Romanian Dennis Mann, and we've also got Mr. Mihaly, wherever he is. There he is, Valentin Mihaly. If I'm not pronouncing that right, please let me know in the description down below how you pronounce this man's name. But he is, again, an inverted winger on support, very consistent, enjoys big matches, and is rather fast. So he is also going to be exciting. Who's going to be our striker? I haven't even looked at the striking options. So we've got Roberto Inglese, 30 years of age. He looks decent, good finishing, composure. Plays for us back to goal, but massively injury prone, but does enjoy big matches. Or Gabriel the Carpenter, or Charpentier, we're going to go with. Very injury prone, but consistent. Similar finishing, composure, and pace. 6'2". The Frenchman could be someone we do end up using. If we compare these two, I do actually quite like him. Obviously, he's 7 years younger than Roberto Inglese. Just lacks that vision slightly, but better defending from the front. So maybe as a pressing forward, this is the man we go to use. Certainly someone I'm going to be looking into. Franco Vazquez, someone I didn't even realise was in this team. So him and the young Spanishman in midfield is going to be very good together in centre midfield. That is very creative. I like that a lot. Potentially he could be a deep line playmaker, and we can have a Bernabé as, you know, a runner, a lot of pace in midfield. We've got a few good young players as well. But I'm going to go ahead and sort out this team, get the tactics all set, and I'll bring you guys back when I've got a set first 11. Right then, a full 26-man squad In the 5-2-3, Gianluigi Buffon starting in goal. A back three of Baton Balog, Latoro Valenti and Elias Cobol as the three centre-backs. A right wing-back on support and Enrico Del Prato. A left wing-back on attack and someone we need to touch on, Christian and Saudi. If you guys have ever played sort of FIFA 5, 6, 7 years ago, this guy was the go-to cheap left-back. Used to be very, very fast. Still got a little bit of pace about him, but can dribble, can cross. Very, very determined. 35 years of age now, on quite a bit of money, on the old £30,000 a week. But for this season, we haven't got transfers done for the start. So he is certainly going to be a big use to us. Adrian Benabe as that box-to-box midfielder on support. I think that's the role he's going to play, and he could potentially play him at Zala, but I don't want him getting too confused with these two. Deep line playmaker on support in Franco Vazquez. Again, that could drop to a deep line playmaker on defend. So we get him moving a little bit less and just sitting in this role as Ansaudi pushes up. Mihaly moves inside. Vazquez then cover this role here. We'll see how that goes in game. Right wing is Dennis the man. Inverted winger on attack. He looks very, very good. I'm excited to use this guy. He's always been very, very good on FM. And then also this guy as well, Valentin Mihaly. Again, help me pronounce that name, as the inverted winger on support on the left. He looks very, very good. There is a man who could potentially replace him in the side. It is Luca Zanimashia, a left winger on inverted winger support. Again, looks very good. Not quite as quick, but potentially better technically and mentally. But he's just on loan from Cremonese, so I'm a little bit more willing to give Mihaly that chance. And we're going to start up front as well with Gabriel Charpentier against Inglese. I think he's just got that little bit of a younger, more long-term vision about him. Don't get me wrong, he's not fantastic and someone we do want to replace. And if he's not scoring the goals, we've got a very experienced talisman in Inglese ready to come in to that spot. But for now, it's going to be Charpentier. So that is pretty much all I can show you for today in terms of the squad and the tactics. I'm going to set the set pieces up as well, so we've got nice good corners. But this is the starting 11. That is the main side we want to be playing with. If I just show you as well, the way we'll be playing is on a positive mentality, shorter passing, more tempo, playing under the face and overlap on the left-hand side. I've not put it on the right-hand side because I don't want to confuse the dynamics there, but that left-hand side and Saudi, I want them to be bombing on and getting to that byline to get the ball into the box for them. Regroup when possession has been lost, but counter when it's been run. Distribute to the centre-backs, and then out of possession, I've got it on mid-block and standard for now. If I find that we're dominating games, I'll move it up to a higher line and a higher press, but for now, leaving it as the mid-block, preventing the short goalkeeper distribution, stay on feet, and more often trigger and press as well. In terms of the Serie B, how are things looking in terms of what the media predict? The season preview, we are predicted to come in third place with Genoa at 1-20 odds to win the league. I have all the kits in. I need to try and figure out player faces again, but every time I do it, the game breaks. Second place is Calgary, a very good side, and then Parma. We are predicted to come third, just above recently relegated Venezia. Beautiful kits, Venezia. They were a potential, but they didn't have the youth facilities that Parma do have, and that is 16 training facilities, 13 youth facilities as well. We're going to be looking to grow some very, very good players through this youth system. And by the way, their kits are unbelievable. The away kit is chef's kiss. It is beautiful. Such a nice kit. The third kit as well. They're all very, very nice kits. In terms of what we're going to be doing for the rest of this episode, I suppose we'll have a little look at the finances. We've currently got an £8.5 million balance, but that is going to slowly deplete to where at the end of the season, we're going to be about £12 million in debt. So we really need to be in the Serie A by the end of this year to just get ourselves back on that financial good side, because that money is going to run out very, very quickly. There's no transfer budget. There's no wage budget. Like I said, this is all done. So we are just going to go and play games now. I've not got anything set up for the transfers. It is all done, so no one can do transfers. I'm trying to think of the word to say. They've been banned, basically. But we have taken the Parma hot seat. Let's just do the club vision. We've gone through all of that. What is the supporter profile? It is a mostly core and hardcore. A few casuals in there as well. No corporate fans. Up the revolution. 7% fair weather, but they are looking for big things this year. I don't think there's any majorly ridiculous roles in the Serie B in terms of squad registration. I think it's all quite nice and basic. I'm sure we'll run into issues. If not, next episode is going to be the start of the season, and we start things off in the Coppa Italia, actually, against Verona, and then the first game of the season against predicted top of the league, Genoa. So that is not an easy start. We need to be implementing this formation in. We've only got sort of 10, 11 days, as this Verona game is going to come around very, very quickly. I'm going to make sure the staff are all tip-top shape and make sure the players are all in tip-top shape. But make sure to come back on Saturday, 5 p.m. for the start of the season. Verona and Genoa, 2 very difficult games, but I'm buzzing to get this Parma save underway. Like I said the whole time, guys, if you can, make sure just to like this video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much, and I hope you guys are looking forward to this Parma save kicking off. Make sure to come back tomorrow, 5 p.m. But for now, speak to you soon.